I'm going to show you how to build a wine bottle rack that will hold 6 wine bottles. So for this you will need 12 number 1 horseshoes and 2 pieces of 3/8 round stock 5 inches long. 2-foot square, a ruler at some point in time. I do all mine with H.R.I. So gloves, 16th inch mild carbon steel filler wire. I got my weld hood here. I've got 4 vice grips, 2 4-inch and 2 6-inch, to be able to clamp it down and get it straight and square. So first off, you want to make sure you got a nice flat tabletop to work on. You want to make sure that it's clear enough and clean enough that the horseshoes can sit flat. Lay your square down and lay out your first 6 horseshoes. You use the square and your eyeball, they should come out pretty well. Once you get them laying where you want them and you're happy with where they're at, now you can tack them together. If you have an issue with them not laying flat, then that's where you're going to want to use the vice grip pliers to get them to lay flat. Then you flip it over, Do the same thing on the opposite side. Once one is all tacked together, you can set that one off to the side and move along to the second one. After they are all complete, you have a front and a back to a horseshoe. So now you need to decide whether it's going to be seen from both sides or just from one side. Because if it's going to be seen from both sides, you may want to go with the front of the horseshoe facing this way on this side and the front of the horseshoe facing this way on this side. If it's only going to be seen from one side, where it's going to be in a corner, and you're going to want to go with both of the natural front-facing portion facing out into the room. And then you will tack the 3/8 threaded rod inside of there. But before we go to that extent, the first thing that I'm going to do is, I already have my safety glasses on. I'm going to put on my grinding shield, and I'm going to give these that little bit of a rustic look to them, which is basically just done with a flat disc on a angle grinder. It's a 60 grit, and I'll go over the face of them, and I'll go over the backs of them. It will take any sharp edges off that may be on it, plus it will take off any arc marks from the table, and it will give it a rustic look. Now at this point in time, you want to verify that everything is level and square, because if everything is not sitting flat on the table, it's probably not going to sit flat later on when you go to connect both sides together, which is what is next. Next, we're going to tack weld the 3/8 threaded rod into place. One on each side. I like to heliarc everything, and I do heliarc all of my projects. It looks much nicer. Quality built. That's what I'm all about, building everything with quality. once you've got it tacked on each side, then at that point in time, you can connect the two halves. You don't want to weld anything until you verify everything is square and straight. If you just weld it together and it's not square and straight, then it's not going to sit flat on the table or countertop, whatever you put it on. Now, you can grind a little bit off if need be, just to get it a little bit closer, but you want it to be generally close in the first place before you, otherwise you'll be doing a lot of extra grinding later. That is a lot more work that you don't need to do. So I'm just verifying right now, eyeballing these with a small square on the table to verify that they are reasonably close, and getting them there, adjusting them as needed. Now they may break off as you go along here. It happens. It's all part of welding. But once you get them there, then you can flip it over onto the other side and tack the other one onto this one. And then you have the basic wine rack. Everything is eyeballed and reasonably square. So now I'm going to build one so that both face outward for sitting in the corner. So I'm going to want to flip this over, lay it this way. Get them reasonably close to each other. Put a tack on it. And then do the same thing on the opposite side. Now, somewhat gently, you can pick it up and set it up here. Now you can see how far off it is there. So now, without getting crazy, you want to get these to sit all level and square. So you can basically hold it down, if you would like, with the clamps, and that will hold it where you want it while you tack the rest of it up before you weld. Okay, now you can see that it's all straight, square, sitting on the table. Big square, verify the way that it is. You can see all the way along here that it looks nice and square. You can eyeball this side, looks nice and square, everything looks good. At this point in time, you can do as much welding as what you can do from this side, and then after you get done with that, you can flip it over and do the opposite side, and then basically weld everything else out without it clamped down to the table. Okay, it's cooled down enough that I should be able to unclamp it now. Hopefully it'll stay where it belongs. It should, because it was welded there. Lift it up a little bit, which you can expect, but not too much. And there you can see, I can push down on either side, any corner, everything's nice and square and straight. Now I can flip it up this way, weld out a section, flip it up this way, weld out a section, flip it this way, weld out a section, and it will be completed. So this will be the end of the video. That is what it looks like. And it is a wine rack. Now you can see that the table's a little crooked, so now it wiggles a little bit. So you got to make sure to get it on a flat part of the table. Now it doesn't wiggle. Over here also. So make sure when you build it, you got a flat table, a flat surface to work on. I hope you liked the video. Please like and subscribe.